This is Advent of Code 2020. We just finished up part 1 for day 4. And now in this video, we're going to take a look at part 2. See if we can get our second star for the day. Okay, so for part 2, it looks like we need to beef up security at our passport control. That's great. Looks like we just have some additional restrictions on these fields that are coming in, and we can continue to ignore CID. So instead of just looking for whether these things are present, we need to actually check that they match certain criteria. I'm going to copy all of this, that way we can paste it into our implementation file and see if we can check off one after another as we go. So we're just going to want to find a count of ones where all the fields are present and valid. I think I get the idea, and I don't really think we need to look too much more at the details here. Let's see if there's anything at the bottom that we care about. Give that ambulance a second to go by. Yeah, this looks good. We're going to just count the number of passports that are valid in our batch file. So we will jump over here, and I think most of our solution is going to be the same as part 1. So I'm going to copy that over to part 2, and we'll start there. So these are the validation requirements that we're working with now. So I think it's still good to check, hey, is this size 0? Because if it's not, if it's the size is greater than 0, positive? Is that a thing? That might be active support, but we'll find out. If it's positive, we'll return false. Otherwise, we're just going to want to check each one of these. So yeah, let's take them one after another. So return false if passport hash byr. If that is 2i. If that is less than 1920, or it's greater than 2002. Cool. Let's grab the next one. This one's also 4 digits, similar story. EYR, and our range is yeah, it needs to be at least 2020 and at most 2030. Cool. And then oops, I did amount of order, so we just did that one. I need IYR now. Not the order matters, but just because I'm going down the list. So here, yeah, similar sort of thing. (2010), 2020. Great. Now height is a number followed by either cm or in. So I want to say we can do some regex comparison, but let's pop into IRB and make sure we do that right. So if I have something that's 30 cm, does that equal digit 2 cm? Just make sure I'm doing that right. Dot match. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. I thought there was an operator for that. So that's 0, and if it was 1, then that would be 1. If it was taco, I don't even know what taco is. Okay. Yeah, I think 0 means that we've got a match. Yeah, that seems right. Okay. Oh, what was this other one? Use this. Case statements, true or false. Oh, that seems kind of nice. The regex triple equals. Can we try that? Okay. And so really what we're looking for is any number, a positive number of digits, and then CM. CM or IN. Oops. That's not quite right. Maybe it's CM or IN like that, and like a capture group. Cool. So yeah, the only other thing is I think we're like A and Z. No, we need, oh, maybe those need backslashes. So that's basically saying the beginning and the end of the string. True. BC, that's false. Okay. So I think something like this regex is what we're looking for. So we want to say, give us the height from passport hash, HGT. Turn false, unless that equals, okay. Oh, we've got some additional cases. So CM must be at least 150 and at most 193. Ugh. I didn't realize we were going to have to do that. That's a little more complicated. Yeah, maybe with a regex match we can do some sort of capture groups, and then we can check the values that we end up capturing. Yeah, because if we use the match, then we get match data. Let's toy around with that for a minute. Pop out into this context, IRB context again. And yeah, maybe we'll copy that, but we want to say 3cm.match. So that's our match data. I don't know, what can we do with it? Oh, I'm in IRB, not pry, so that's not particularly helpful. Do A values at named captures. That's interesting. None. Okay. So what if... Oh, we didn't have named captures, but we should have some sort of captures. Let's try just captures. I didn't see it there, but now I see it. Oh, whoops, because our last return value was a hash. Let's run that again. CM, okay. So what if we then capture the digit as well? It'd be fun to look at named captures, but I think these are always going to be in the same order, so I don't think that's necessary. So let's do this. And then the tuple that gets returned, we're going to look at the first position for the number that we care about, and the second position to see whether it's centimeters or inches. So we'll grab the height match. And what does this return if it returns nil? Okay. So that's good. Return false unless height match, and I don't know, we want to, yeah, maybe we'll just say do one step at a time. So that's turn false there. This is going to go away, I think, in a minute. And then now we want to say if height match captures, so we're going to say value metric height match dot captures, and if metric equals CM, then do one thing, else if metric equals IN, then we'll do another thing, else, and we shouldn't even be here because it wouldn't have been a match otherwise. Okay, so if it's centimeters, then it needs to be 150 to 193. So we'll want to say value that to I yeah, if value dot to I is less than 150 or that to I is greater than 193, then we want to return false. We want to do something similar for here, except it's 59 to 76. And I think we're on our way. And what doesn't I like about this? Add an empty line after a guard clause. And I'm going to keep it all together. Okay, so what's the next one? Hair color. It needs to be a hex color code. So that's just another regex match, and we're not missing anything, right? The ECO and PID are next. So with hair color, we're going to do a similar regex check. I think we can do this and just make sure that something similar to this, and just make sure that it doesn't result in nil. So we'll do HCl. And then instead of all of this, what we're looking for is 0 through 9 and A through F. And we want exactly 6 of those, and we want that all preceded by a hash. Call that hair color match. Say the same thing here. Cool. The only thing I want to do is make sure that there's nothing funky with this regex. Just catch it now instead of later. Yeah, okay. I feel pretty good about that. And then we have 2 more. Okay. ECL. What is ECL about? Eye color. Okay. So it's just one of these. Say eye colors. Give ourselves a list. Like that. And then return false if eye colors include passport hash ECL. So if it's included, that's good. If it's not included, so unless, then it'll return false. PID. Okay. So we'll grab that. Copy it over. And for the PID, we need a 9-digit number that can include leading zeros. So that's just going to be another regex match. Very similar to this one. So we'll change those to PID match. And then this will access the hash value for PID. And then our regex is going to be just 0 through 9 because we're just dealing with numbers. Actually, I think we can say the /d for digits. And instead of 6, we'll say 9. And that will work with leading zeros because it's just doing a string-based match. So if that's nil, then we return false. Otherwise, we return true at the end. So this is validate credentials. Hopefully that's taking care of everything. It's checking that we have the required identifiers, and then it's going through and checking that each of those identifiers is up to snuff with whatever the validation requirements are. So validate credentials, that's called down here. I think we should be good to go. So let's save that and run part 2. And let's see how many valid passports we have. 0. I'm guessing the answer is not 0. So we must have messed something up. Do we get this regex right? Returns no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh. We left in that. Oh. That was careless. Little typo did us in. Let's run that again. We left our pry in. $127. That seems a little more plausible than 0. And is 127 going to get us the gold star? It is. All right, we got our gold star for part 2 of day 4. Thanks for watching.